today is a day to remember because today I created my first Excel pivot table on the job. Yes, in other words, I got a little taste, or you could say glimpse, of what it would be like to be a data analyst, a business analyst, financial analyst, project manager, or any other kind of role that involves any kind of analysis. And I must say that I only worked 4 hours a day, but it must have been the most engaging, most fulfilling, and the 4 hours went by pretty dang quick. To give you an idea of how quick they went, well, 4 hours felt like 1 hour. So if I were to make a comparison, last year at this time, I was working a job where every hour felt like 3 or 4 hours. Now today was opposite of that, just to give you an idea of just like how quickly the time goes by. And yet on the computer, there's a clock right there on the bottom right-hand side of the corner for me to look at like every few seconds, but yet the time still goes by. And so I got a glimpse of why a lot of people really enjoy the jobs I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is because for a multitude of reasons. One, they're engaged in their work. It's satisfying. It's mentally stimulating. They feel a sense of accomplishment. They're doing something like, hey, I'm putting together something for my boss that's going to be presented to upper management for decision making. They are making a contribution to their organization, to their team, to upper management, whoever it may be, or stakeholders for decision making purposes. And that is what I got a little glimpse of today. And so that is what gives me something to really look forward to for when I do land that full-on, full-time role. Because right now what I'm doing is part-time. It's a contract position. It's a short-term contract position. I'm an accounts receivable clerk. But hey, it's a step forward. I mean, for all I know, I could have been stuck doing the same thing I was doing last year, but no. And so what I'm doing right now, it's accounts receivable. And yeah, it's pretty much, you're going after accounts that are like past due. And it's not as bad as some people may think, make it out to be. It's actually, like I said, today I actually got a little glimpse of just the wonders of what it must be like to have one of those jobs I've listed. And so, yes, that's what I got to say. I mean, it's like, I felt like, wow, I can't believe it's like today I was actually getting paid to create a pivot table, to create, to use some Excel functions, create some formulas. And hey, even as a bonus, I created visualization. Now, to a lot of people, this may not seem like a big deal, but coming from where I was at last year, yeah, I would have to say that today was definitely a day of success. And even landing this role that I'm doing right now is it's a very huge success. And guys, I may even have something, because like I said, this is a short-term contract. I may have something already lined up after this contract ends. So making forward progress, and I want to make this update video because, yeah, I don't think I've really talked much about my position, but yeah, it's pretty much going over a spreadsheet of accounts, doing a bunch of emailing, making sure like, okay, keeping track of who I've sent emails to, how many days has it been since I sent the first email, second email, organizing the roles, and making it easy for upper management to see like, okay, who do we need to contact? Who do we need to like, get, go after, or whatever the proper, it's like, what I'm trying to say is like, so it felt really good to actually be like, wow, I actually feel like I'm contributing to something as a whole. So it's just something it's one of those things that like, yeah, today was definitely a day of victory, a day of success. And I know it's really contrary to what a lot of my past videos, especially like last year, were like. It's like, but yep, so that's what's been going on. It's really, It's really engaging. It can sometimes be challenging at times, especially like when I'm trying to respond to like a chained email. And it's like, okay, where am I supposed to jump in on here? Or who am I supposed to contact? Or how do I find like this missing email address and so forth? But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting, and it's finally something to where I'm getting that much needed professional work experience that's going to lead into something, later on down the line. So that's where I'm at now, guys. But yep, here's to creating my first Excel pivot table on the job. Well, I hope you guys are doing good out there. Take care of yourselves. Godspeed.